We can use a Google form as a way to collect information from students. It could be used as a means of grading homework. It could be used as just a way to survey our kids. In order to create a Google form, I'm in my Google Drive account, and you would need to create a Google Drive account if you do not already have one. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the Create. And I'm going to choose a form. Right now this is an untitled form, so I could go up to the top and retitle this and call this Math Homework, Addition Problems. And I could go ahead and start assigning different questions to this form. So for the first question, I would title it, let's see, how about what is 2 plus 2? And I could provide some just additional text. Please find the sum or some other directions that we'd want to have with that. You can choose if you want it to be a multiple choice, where you could say, all right, the answer choices are 1, 2, 3, and 4. And by hitting enter, it automatically takes you to the next line. I could decide instead, though, I want them to type in their answer. So I may want to choose text, to where then they just type in what their answer to 2 plus 2 is. I could also decide, if there's multiple right answers, I could have check boxes where it's a check all that apply. 2 plus 2 probably wouldn't have that, but other different types of questions might. You could also decide to have a paragraph text, where now when they are typing, they can type in more than just one little sentence or one small piece at a time. There's lots of different choices that you can have on this. So figure out what best type of question works for you for that type of response. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and leave it as a text. So they would just type in their answer. I can decide if I want that to be a required question. So if this is a homework assignment, I definitely would want them to all be required. If this maybe wasn't a homework assignment, but it was just a survey for my kids, there may be questions that aren't required. Once I've finished that question and I'm ready for another one, I can add a new item. Same process. I could go through and decide what's the question title, the help text, and then what type of question I want to be asking them. Once you've finished creating your Google form, off to the side there's a spot that says Send Form. Now you can get more fancy if you want to. There are different ways to change the theme where it looks prettier, but when I'm ready, I'm going to go ahead and click Send Form. And it will give me a link to share that form with. So I could go ahead and share that link just through, share the form through a link. I could also embed, if I decide to maybe put this on my teacher webpage, I could use that embed code app and copy this embed code, and it will put the form right into my teacher webpage. So there's a couple different ways that we can share this form. Once you've collected your responses to the form, it will give you those responses in a spreadsheet, so you'll have a really quick snapshot of how your kids are doing with any given concept.